Welcome, welcome back to our channel. Look, here's the thing. I was telling Mike we should talk about hair. It's a thing. We should talk about hair. Let's talk about it. And it's not just,
Dum, boom, dum, boom, dum, boom, boom, dum, boom, dum, boom, boom, boom. That's me doing a horrible Larry Graham.
and I don't even know it. So that's,
It's
but,
called hair.
okay, there we go.
Graham Central Station. Shout out Larry Graham.
Uncle Larry? Okay.
Shout out Uncle Larry too, but
Yes, Uncle Larry.
Larry Graham.
But yes. If you don't know Uncle Larry, please look him up too. He's pretty amazing.
If you don't know Larry Graham, definitely look him up.
So we're talking about hair, and the reason why is because I've had an experience like I feel like all my life where people come up, they touch my hair, they do different things, they examine it, they ask me how long did it take. Oh my gosh, did it take that long? But I'm just bringing up hair because I feel like it matters. It matters to allow people to have their dignity because you don't know if they've had cancer, you don't know if they have alopecia, you don't know their experience with hair. So, and my hair was all cut off when I was little. So, and that was a bad experience for me. Just sharing it, just being truthful, not throwing
You
any.
tell them the whole truth.
Well, not well. I guess I could tell the story. So when I was little, my parents went on a cruise, and when they got back, they realized that I had peroxided my hair because this girl in middle school was
She
like,
wanted to be like me.
"No, I didn't. I didn't want blonde. I didn't want blonde. I wanted that orangey
Oh, I love when
brown.
people do that on the tips.
But I like that orangey brown kind of coppery color. Yeah. So that's what I wanted. And the girl told me, yeah, just get some peroxide and put a shower cap on your head. And so I was so excited. I was like, oh my gosh, I can actually do this. And so then my parents got back, picked us up from our grandparents' house. And my dad was like, what did you do? You look like a clown. And I was like, he was like, when we get home, I'm going to cut all your hair off. And me being a child,
You need to give more backstory in the fact that you are not, you're first generation. You don't have like typical.
Oh, I'm first generation American. My family are all from Guyana, South America. If you don't know where that is, it is above Brazil, next to Venezuela. Look it up. It has the largest single drop waterfall in the entire world. So, information Kaichura Falls. So, it means land of many waters. Guyana means land of many waters. So, yeah, but
So I took you on a tangent.
no, but I know exactly where
Guyanese parents is
I
the
have
reason why
Guyanese
there was
parents.
maybe a little bit different reaction.
I don't. Well, maybe yeah, because changing my hair
Because
color.
like American kids, it's like
I don't know. I don't
you
know.
grew up seeing Madonna and Britney Spears and all.
But
these
that's
like,
not my
But I'm
people.
just saying, like, but I get that. But it's like
Monica,
pop culture,
yeah.
Brandy,
Yeah,
Whitney,
braids.
right?
So, but I just didn't necessarily have that at that time. So, but he's right. And so that is true. I didn't think from my parents' perspective. I wasn't
MTV.
thinking that. But I didn't really watch MTV very much. It was just that I loved that color and I wanted it. And I was like, that looks good and I like it. But my dad was like, you're going to look like a clown. When we get home, I'm going to cut all your hair off. So, as a child, if you say that to a child, I'm going to take you literally. I'm going to take you seriously.
Well, there's also another reason you take people literally.
Yes, there is. I'm neurodivergent. So, yeah, show and tell. I know we said in the last episode, is it going to be a treasure hunt or show and tell? So today is show and tell. So I just take things that are said literal, like as if they were literal. So
when me and Marini first met, that was like out of her mouth every other sentence.
It's true.
I'm literal.
I am literal. I would say it all the time. But anyway, to get to the end of the story so that we're not giving you an 18-minute video, which I love to do. I do. I talk a lot. My dad said that. He said, I'm going to cut all your hair off when we get home. And because he said that, that freaked me out. And I went and I hid at the side of the house behind the elephant ears. So to rush the story, my dad went out looking for me. My mom was like, where have you been? I got in trouble. And then my dad got home and I got in trouble. And he said, you know, I was going to let you walk around looking like a clown. But because you ran away, I'm going to cut all your hair off. So that is a part of why I think short hair was hard for me, and kids in middle school picked on me. They said that I was gay, or they said that I had cancer, or they said that I was gay and had cancer. So it was just a very hard time for me. And then my cousin Darlene was going to try to braid my hair, but it wouldn't catch because it was that short. So that is my starting point, formative years almost of hair and what it means to just enjoy your hair. So that's why I'm saying people grabbing your hair, touching your hair, and it helping you like feel dignity. Yeah.
When we moved you out of the apartment, that we met some random lady from Kentucky. The first thing she did is come up and touch your hair.
She did. She didn't even know me. A complete stranger.
And it's like, you always told me, and I was always blissfully aware as a white guy of like all the things that black women especially deal with their hair. Where like we don't, it's not our first go-to to think about stuff, but it's so easy for people like me or you to say things to black women without ever thinking twice about it, and it cuts deep. And Marini would tell me this kind of stuff, and I'd be like, oh, whatever.
Do you want to share
whatever. And then, sure enough, that like after I had started paying attention, I started to see it in like everyday life, where I'm just like, oh my gosh. And even I, after like learning this stuff, still found myself like making someone. I work in like a mini employed person's thing where there's like 500 people where I work, and I mentioned something. I was like, I saw this girl who had what looked like natural hair, and I was like, oh my god, are those your curls? And she was like, no, they're just really good fakes.
Yeah.
And it just made me feel horrible because I realized that I was doing the same thing that Marini kept telling me not to ever do, which is like, because her response to me was something along the lines of, well, if I'm going to let it out, I have to be ready to answer for it. I think she literally said answer for it, and that one really stuck, where it's like, how many times have you ever had to answer for your hair being out? It was just like a crazy realization moment where it's like, the stuff is deep rooted, and because I'm white, it's just my whole life experience has been so much different, where like there is a threshold to the whole woke side of life, but there's also a ton of truth that when you sit with it and face it, if you're aware enough, you can really see like how good we have it, how good we have it.
And that comment, I know some of you are still gonna have an issue with that comment, but that's okay. He's being honest. He's being honest. But I was gonna say, like, that is a part of how I feel about my natural hair, the way the person responded to Mike, is because it's like my natural hair is sacred to me because it took such a long time for me to love it and to appreciate it. So now it's like I really love my natural hair. And I recently like let my sister buzz cut my hair because I just felt really good and free and I wanted my hair to be healthy and just letting all the natural hair grow evenly. So I let my sister buzz cut off like what I was doing and my hair started to grow and I was like, you know what? I kind of miss long hair. So I was like, I want to do something. So that's where I am in the in between stage. And so my hair has grown enough that it could be braided now, which is really wonderful because braids are a protective style. They do help keep your natural hair from breaking off easily because a lot of black people's hair, it doesn't matter like if you have what type of hair you have. If you ever look it up, there's
4D.
Like yes, 4C, 4C, 4C.
What is mine? 2A.
You're
2B.
Yes, 2B or not 2B.
Yeah, I got the super.
But I have 4C. Don't be mad at him for putting a D on mine. Don't be mad at him.
It truly is. It's like
it's 4C.
It's
though.
like
it's a
the
mixture.
coilest coil you've ever seen.
But it's also a mix of something else that does something weird. So it's like whatever my background is, it's coming out in my hair. And so yeah, I know that braiding is a protective style, that it helps you, especially because the coily hair, you can't just brush that out. You're going to break all your hair if you don't add moisture and protect it. So, this episode really is about hair. We really
Yeah.
meant it. So, I really want to take out the braids and the bohemian, the boho braids, and kind of let my natural hair out. But I'll probably wear a unit, we call it, which unit wigs aren't always the best for your hair if your hair is not braided or protected underneath there, cornrow, something like that. So, anyway, this is our journey.
Yeah, I have a hair story too.
Go for it.
I have always liked my hair being long. When I was in high school, I had like the weird Caesar cut with the little tail and the duck tail in the front. And then one day, pretty much when I started smoking POT, I don't know what YouTube will do when you start. Basically, when I discovered like the beauty of
And I don't.
MU, yeah, she's straight edge. I'm not. You'll find the treasures as I lay them out for you, as I give you them out. But I found MUSHROOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOO the doors when I was like, I don't know, seventh grade. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to grow my hair out. So from eighth grade to freshman year in high school, I didn't cut my hair the whole year of eighth grade and all summer. And then when school started, I had long hair.
Wow.
And it was like trendy because Dazed and Confused was very popular, the movie. Uh, but so eventually my hair gets long, super long. Like when I'm in my 20s, my hair was like very, very long. Uh, I look like Greg Allman. Um, but my dad, much like yours, hated my long hair. And he literally would antagonize me about it to the point where he paid me $500 to cut my hair, to get a normal haircut when I was like probably 16 or 17.
Mm-hmm.
And like you don't really realize the damage that does to your like self-worth, but it's like to have somebody like pressure you into their mold was like a very
And of course, it was my hair coloring. It wasn't the length of my hair, but it's still the same.
Yeah, the length of my hair was it forced
mine was
to,
changing the color in my hair, but
right. But those are moments where like you're just like
they do define you. They mess with you.
They don't define you, but they definitely are a part of the fabric that builds
It did
you.
define me for a long time, and I had to work through it.
Well,
And
Marini,
like
Raw Dog's life, I just smoked more weed.
I did not
and drank
at
more
all.
beer.
So
I was like, man, my
I
dad
did
hates
not.
my hair. I'm gonna smoke pot.
that is not my storyline, but that is his. And we're not polar bears, but
We're
are
pretty
very
close.
similar.
We're
yeah,
close to
we're
the
similar.
bears.
We make sense though. We make sense.
We do.
But this is like one of our first, journey of sharing our hair. So if you see me change my hair or you see me in a head wrap, it's cultural. It's not my religion. That's another thing that we could talk about on a different day. Some people automatically assume that I believe a certain thing because I'm wearing a head wrap.
Oh my gosh.
That is not true. I come from a Caribbean background, not Caribbean, Caribbean background. So wearing a head wrap is normal. It doesn't have to be this thing. And head wraps can be a protective style. It also shows modesty at times if you're just wanting to do something where your hair isn't the focal point of your life that day, then sometimes a head wrap is a good way to go. So we just wanted to share some of this with you. This is like we just went into the deep. We just like dumped you.
Yeah, we
bobbing for apples.
Yeah, we'll do that occasionally.
Yeah.
I'm a chronic oversharer, so I have no problem bearing my everything if prompted, if I feel like it. I honestly didn't feel like talking right now, but once you started telling me that story, I was like, man, I actually have some of your stories too.
But yeah. Oh, but I'm gonna say this. Please just be aware that you don't have to ask people how long it took them to do their hair. You don't have to ask people those things. You could just say something like, just like if it was a dress or a certain color dress that you liked, you could tell the person, I really liked that. I really like what you're wearing. I really like that color. You don't have to ask how long they did it, how long it took, how did they do it. You don't have to ask those types of questions because you want to give people their dignity and be gracious. You don't have to one up anyone. You don't have to like try to hurt anyone, or you may just be ignorant to it. But
Right. That part right there for all my white people out there. Don't try to be overly down by
asking, oh,
doing.
how long did it take?
Right, don't do that.
That actually is not helping someone
No.
because they don't want you to talk about their hair. They did their hair a certain way for themselves, for confidence, for dignity, just to enjoy their day, to not have
for
to
you
worry.
to ask if
Right.
is it your natural curl?
Right, right.
Don't do that.
So, but that's just us saying, you know. So this is our episode. Please feel
Thank you.
free, yeah, to like, comment, share, subscribe.
Yeah, and don't forget to look at our first video and help us name this channel. Right
Yes.
now, everything's a placeholder. Mojo's back here lounging.
He's enjoying life.
And he's being
So-
very tolerant today.
Yes, he is. Oh, Mojo's Tolerance. I'm joking. That was also one of the names. Mojo's Place, Mojo's Tolerance. But
Yeah.
we did tell you in the previous episode, please
Yeah, go in
ask.
the description and we put
Please
all the
tell us.
different potential names. Or if you got a good one for us, lay it on us.
Yeah. But please just know that I'm that person that I get a little shy. So please let it be. Well, yeah.
The introvert.
Yes, I am introverted.
She's,
But we'll talk to you another time. Smooches.
that's for another day. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.